if Gragas comes up big, the snowball is real.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? I'm looking at it and I'm seeing Skarner versus Gragas being very much in favor of Gragas if he can get around the map and he can punish lanes that are wanting to push in. So in theory, if Afreeca is going to play Afreeca early game League of Legends, this should go their way. However, if SKT can make it all about their game style, it should go all the way over to them as far as scaling is concerned.
There's some very clear tools that can be used, and I also want to confirm that with Renekton in the mid lane, Skarner actually has some edge gank potential pre-6 to come in and follow up on the Ruthless Predators. So it all starts here, Atlas, 9-16, League of Legends.
Yeah, a lot to find out here as we get into the playoffs. Game number 1 right now.
So far, the game state suits that.
Yeah, well, we're looking for a gank. Effort is here, though. Headbutt Polv onto the Renekton, but Culver-Meek with full rage is going to get him back up to pretty high health. There's the Impale, though. Dread has been spotted out immediately. Goes into the stasis, and there's the ult from the Kiana. The supremacy we've been waiting for the first blood, as Senon's getting it turned on, but has the ultimate available, and Afreeca will...
Ready for, but you can understand why a lot of ultimates on cooldown when the re-engage happens. We get the replay here, fully engaged onto Effort, and he dies very quickly, pops down. The Supreme Slayer talent is used, a lot of ults are used, no value out of the Gragas cast. That's why we see the re-engage, but after this way, you assume it's done when Dread goes down, the Clid flashes in. It's awkward terrain to fight on, though, because they have no vision of the area Keen and Amy are kiting back to, so a messy fight, 3 for 3 overall.
Yep, and Senon just getting multiple wards in the enemy jungle.
Just Cal against an AD opponent with TP. In all of the hype, the rotation happens. And speaking of rotations, looking for Keen.
Yep, he's going to get stunned up there. Eats the oranges a little bit too late as the barrel comes down. Is going to be able to pop it, wanting to turn this, but doesn't have cannon barrage, unfortunately. So that's going to mean that's a very dead pirate on the bottom side in favor. The rest of SKT converging. A teleport is going to come forward as Khan makes his way towards the top side, finds a 4-man Emo Plague. Gigantic damage, but there's the supreme display of talent, not actually getting the value that it wants as the cannon barrage is very late. Yukal survives for a while, but eventually will go down and aiming. Just can't find the skill shots. Flashed on and obliterated by Faker as Keen is running for the hills. He's seen these abyssal voyages, not quite able to get the damage. Yes! The passive enough. 5 members now in the area. Afreeca looking like they will be trying to fight. Dread is going to be up 8 seconds. He's never making it to this fight. As Chains of Corruption comes down, Yukal diving into the backline, gets himself the supreme display of talent, but the explosion not quite big enough. Faker is going to go down, though, is now aiming, getting turned on. The Hemoplague's huge. The last Tides of Blood going to be enough. Double kill coming in for Khan. He threaded those abilities just fine. And SKT will take the Baron, and a huge advantage in game number 1.
Here comes Dread, front row to see the bad news. He's re-engaging.
It's a 3-man body slam as Khan into the Sanguine Pool. It's not even going to die. Insult. Kill that Baron, and where everything went wrong for Afreeca. Clid gets the flash, gets the Impale, and that is a very dead Gragas. I believe Zonya's aiming had to be pulled over. That man advantage that we talk about with these sort of pushes when you have a lead like this is with SKT as Yukal. He's just trying to find his way in. Faker has to go into his Zonyas as he is going to get knocked down to the Guardian Angel. Now, Yukal moves his way in, still hasn't used that ultimate just yet. Does eventually throw it down, but it is not going to be enough as Effort is going to get turned on. He's going to have to flash. Has himself the thick skin, but remember, doesn't last quite as long now as aiming. Wants to find the Mystic Shot, is going to be able to do it after a...
He's got a pretty dull blade.
Well, that's a Chains of Corruption landing there. Faker looks for his way in, but Dread is going to use that Zonya's. Khan finds his way into the backline.
Baby!
Oh my god. The explosion of damage. Ezreal was there for a second, gone the next Senon. Unbreakable will, but I believe it's going to be broken now. Yukal comes in and says, guys, where did you go? I was looking for a flank, and this is just a 1 versus 3. He is mopped up easily, sliced, diced, prepared for dinner. And SKT looking for the game number 1 win, and they'll find it. Nexus turrets will be taken down. Afreeca, they found that surprise Baron at the end, but not quite enough as the next